Okay, so that's going. It's got enough space on there. Life is good.
I'm seeing the space.
Okay, so I'm going to take the wrapper off.
Can everybody hear us
get
okay?
started. Yep.
Oh, is that the protective safety wrapper?
It's the protective safety wrapper. Now it's gone.
Are we still safe?
Okay, so life is good.
Okay, I'm not sure about that.
I want a sexy girl for flirt. I don't know if you're in the right room.
Yeah, you may be in the wrong room for that. We're not doing sexy girl for a flirt. Dating, love, and sex advice. That we're doing.
Yep. Okay, so we are Dan and Jennifer from from AskDanandJennifer.com. We're here every day at 11 a.m. Pacific time, talking about all things dating, love, and sex.
But not hot girl for a flirt.
Not hot girl for flirt. And
different cat.
I will say, though, the controversial topics are our forte. That's what we love. If we can stir up trouble, that's our goal.
Did we just do that on YouTube yesterday? Yeah. Man, what a fight it was.
Yeah, we finally put up, if you guys were here last week, we put up the free breast show on YouTube yesterday, and oh my gosh.
You heard right, the free breast show. It was so much fun. There were no free breasts, per se.
Oh, life is good. Okay, so do I need to do anything else here? Or are we good?
I'm feeling good.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about...
I messed up the cards, I'll tell you that.
How do you do that? I had everything stacked together with a paper clip, and somehow he still messed it up.
Hold on. I've been going through that.
So anyway, today we're going to be talking about dating, all kind of things related to dating. We're going to talk about first kisses and, you know, how you show you're interested, how to ask a girl out without flat out getting rejected. And it's going to go for the girls, too. How to ask a guy out without flat out getting rejected.
And how to get him to say yes or get her to say yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then something new that we're going to add this week. You guys will have to let us know if you like it. We're going to actually start adding the stupid comment of the day. And yes, that was fueled by all the stupid stuff on YouTube this weekend. So
there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube, too. And in a way, I kind of feel bad doing that, but...
Well, no, and the stupid comment of the day may not come from YouTube. It may come from the chat room here.
It may. And it's not really picking on a person specifically, just on whatever just
I'm gonna leave that
to be picked on that day. You know what? I lost 2 of the cards.
What did you do?
The last 2, the ones that we're talking about. Hold on, I may have left them in the other room.
I'm going to go ahead and get started.
You and Bear hold down the fort.
So the first question that we're talking about today has to do with kissing. Now, you can apply it to your first kiss, or you can apply it to subsequent kisses. The question goes something like this. I'm not sure if this is the right section of the forum. Now, all of our questions are in the forums. Let me actually pull that up so you guys know where to go and ask your questions. If you go to the forums, which is on the bottom of the screen right now, that's where you go to ask us your questions, and we answer them live on the show every day at 11 a.m. Pacific. That's where we go to get questions, hot topics, you know, that way we're talking about things that you guys want to hear about.
Can you tell them when we're on there? Do they know when we're on?
Yeah, I did that already. This question says, how can one explain to a boy that I've never tongue kissed before without it sounding, you know, really stupid?
Oh.
And is it something that comes naturally, or is everyone crappy at it the first time?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what? Relax, okay? That's my 2 cents on that. If you've never kissed, whether it's your first kiss ever or your first kiss with a new partner, it's kind of the same thing. And, you know, just go with it. It's something you're born pretty much knowing how to do, okay?
It is.
Everybody knows how to kiss. Even monkeys know how to kiss, okay? So where people really screw it up is when they get tense about it and they try to force it, and then it gets weird, right?
Mm-hmm. And then your martini gets off screen. It's just
so
weird.
I thought we could give them a couple of just kind of general kissing tips. Because, you know, the first kiss, yeah, you're going to feel nervous, but get over it. That's okay.
I agree. But I want to hear you do it.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing the whole show. Let's see. General tips on kissing.
Gonna get replaced by Bear.
Make sure you have fresh breath, okay? I don't know about you guys out there, but that is the single biggest turnoff for me when I'm kissing someone. Whether they're a good kisser or not, if their breath smells foul, I want nothing to do with it.
And it's easy to do, guys. I mean, aside from brushing your teeth twice a day and all that good stuff, but those little Listerine spray things, they're really great. I meant to bring it.
Or they have the little tongue strips, or you can do mints or gum or
They used to use that just for pharmaceuticals years ago, but now it's for breath stuff too.
So, critical, fresh breath. And the other one is, you know what? Don't jam your tongue down the other person's throat. Okay?
You're not going for depth.
Relax your jaws, relax your tongue. Yeah, this is not about depth, okay? It's about connection and communication.
Some of the most erotic kissing can be just lip-driven.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's kind of it. And I did get some URLs, but I forgot to put them up here.
They'll be in the forums.
They're in the forums. If you go in the forums and look for First Kiss, you'll find these. There's a couple of really good websites that actually walk you step by step through how to kiss. So it's really cool. Okay, so that's all of that question. What do you want to ask questions? Who is that? Oh, this person has a webcam.
He does.
Oh, maybe.
There he is.
Hey, I remember you from last week. Good to see you. Recognize your face. And your piercing, yes.
That is different.
Okay, next question.
The next question, who are we, dear?
We're Dan and Jennifer from AskDanandJennifer.com. If you're just joining us, we're here every day, live at 11 a.m. Pacific time, talking about every weekday, talking about dating, love, sex, answering your questions, pulling questions out of our forums, which you look at the URL at the bottom. That's where you can go and ask us your questions.
So down here, I learned to do that the other day.
Yeah, and if you have any questions while we're live on the show, you can send us a private chat, because sometimes the chat room scrolls off and we miss your question.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
Here's a big one for the guys, and for the girls, really, but how to let your date know you're interested. Uh-oh.
Dan, read the question.
No, I got distracted.
I know.
So how to let your date know you're interested. Dear Dan and Jennifer, how do I let my date know that I'm interested, besides the fact that you're already on a date? How can I tell if my date's interested in me? This is actually, this is a huge question for so many guys, girls. They go on the first date. Is she interested? Does she like me? Does he like me?
Yeah.
How do you know? It's a big deal. How can you know?
It's not as hard as you might think.
Besides my first answer that in these things is typically listen your gut. You know, do you feel that connection? Do you feel the fire there? Is it hot? Do you feel the attraction? Is the air electric when you're together? Besides that.
Okay, chemistry. Obvious chemistry.
Chemistry's nice.
Okay, so if it's not so obvious.
If it's not so obvious, then you don't know how to listen to the hotness. Pay attention to body language, mirroring.
Yeah, our good friend Melody Brooke was actually in here
You're doing this, I'm doing this.
Yeah, so mirroring is kind of like if Dan is sitting like this with his hands on the table, well, I'm going to sit with my hands on the table. If Dan is leaning back like this,
I'm doing this now.
I'm going to lean back. If Dan is doing that, I'm going to do that. It's very subtle.
Hold on, I got another one.
You don't act like monkeys, okay? But, just very subtly, if you notice that you're leaning back and they're leaning forward, but you want them to know, well, kind of lean in a little bit.
Yeah, and just as you're talking, you'll notice, as you're having a conversation about whatever throughout the evening, you'll notice this subtle mirroring. It's very interesting. But you can also help it along.
Yeah, you can help it along.
That's the big thing. So, next one. Nod, smile, or laugh a little bit to show you're listening. Don't overdo the laughing. Okay, got it. Okay. Pay attention to the other person. Really. You can do all kinds of things to pretend that you're involved in the conversation, but actually be involved in the conversation. The other person could be really cool. Ideally, you're out with them because they are really cool, right? So have an interesting conversation, because when you're actually engaged in a conversation, you're going to be nodding, you're going to be answering. You'll make points that actually make sense in her conversation and vice versa. Nothing like paying attention to the other person, asking for more, ask about her, or whatever.
Yeah, but there's the extreme to that, right? Where every little thing they say, you're like, that's so funny. You just don't go overboard, okay? Be yourself, but obviously be paying attention.
Be you. Just keep it. Yeah. I keep saying this to guys. This is such a big thing for guys. How do I talk to her? What do I do? Just pretend she's a real person. It sounds funny, but it's true. Guys do this thing where like a girl's this untouchable object somewhere, and they get weird around girls. But if you just talk to a girl about a real
just
thing,
a person.
Yeah, and it's okay to show you like her. You don't want to be parking yourself smack dab in the middle of the friend zone for life, but still. Okay, other things. Make eye contact. Again, this is part of engaging the other person and really being present and there.
Don't be looking around the room, looking at your fingernails, twiddling your thumb.
That shows you're bored and uninterested. However, a lot of guys think it's kind of cool whenever a hot girl walks in the room, they're like, oh, I'm looking at her. Yes, we know you like her. It's okay. I like hot girls too. I do. But I don't stop everything I'm doing and, let my jaw drop to the floor and follow her around the room like a puppy. Yeah,
that shows the person that you're with that you really don't care about them, you don't find them interesting,
and very emotionally immature.
Anything that walks by is going to distract you.
So this is what she's thinking. The guy has a 12-year-old emotional maturity level, and most grown-up guys do that. Really, she's not important to you if you're following the other one around the room. It's not hot. It's not cool. It's not something you want to be doing. Eye contact with her, crucial.
Yep, and that's the hardest thing. Most people, when you walk down the street, won't even look you in the eyes. So that's a challenge for some people.
Now, the eye contact is a big confidence thing. So I want to do a confidence show one of these days.
Okay.
That's a really big thing. And again, slight touches and contact. This is a very, very fine line. Girls typically are very big on this. They'll accidentally brush up against you.
Oh, that's so funny.
Exactly.
Or how are you?
Oh, she keeps accidentally touching me. I wonder if she likes me. Oh, she likes me.
If she's touching you, she likes you.
She thinks I'm sorry. So hot. Oh my God. Just like that.
Yeah, and one more thing, too, is when you're having conversation, it depends on the person, so you kind of have to be careful with this one. Challenge them a little bit. There's nothing like a little challenge. Call BS every once in a while. And generally,
just don't accept
if they
everything
banter
they
back
say.
and forth. Yeah, if they banter back and forth with you, then go ahead and do it.
If she tells you how much she loves that movie, you know, you can tell her, well, I didn't like that one part. What do you think? You know, I'm not saying, you know, there's a lot of this seduction stuff, and a lot of these guys are very much into, I guess what amounts to mind games. And no, we don't encourage that. We strongly discourage that. To each his own, not our chosen strategy. But there is, you know, there's this fine line between you want to talk with this girl, you want to have a good dialogue with her, listen to what she says, talk back with her, but you don't have to say, oh, yes, you said it, so it must be so.
Hold on a second. I want to interrupt for a second because there is a question in the chat room that I want to address. No, our show is not just for singles. We're still trying to get the format worked out. Today we're talking about dating. Tomorrow we're going to talk about love and relationships. And Wednesday, hump day, we're going to talk about sex.
They call it that, hump day, really.
Yeah, he didn't know that. And then on Thursdays, we're still kind of working out the details of our show, but we talk about all things dating, love, and sex, whether you're single, whether you're married, whatever, we talk about.
And every day we grab the questions from the forums. So every weekday, 11 Pacific.
11 a.m. Pacific.
11 a.m. Pacific.
And if you have a question, go to our forums. The URL's right here on the screen. And that's the best place to ask us your question, because we're going to go there. And sorry, I'm going to pin somebody. If you have a live webcam, let me know and I'll pin you up there. Anyway, that's where we pull our questions and show ideas and all that kind of stuff from there.
What's that? Yeah, as far as us two, one thing we don't really do is talk about our stuff. We answer your questions. We talk about a lot of cool topics.
We're not going to pick up on the table.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not on the show.
So, but if you do have a question while we're live, send us a private chat.
Yeah.
That way we can get to it, and you know, if we're in the middle of another question, then we'll look at yours as soon as we get finished.
Yeah, and guys, we do literally anything dating, love, and sex. Nothing is off limits. A lot of extreme sex ed segments that we talk about. Heck, we even talk about things like, all kinds of sex things. Always with class, and always with class. Enough said.
Yeah, if you're looking for a webcam girl show, this is the wrong place for you. If you're really looking to have a dialogue and some conversation, then you're in the right place.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the next question?
Let her know you're interested. That was good. How to ask her out. Oh, I've got to do this. What's going on? Darn.
You guys are funny.
All right. Okay. How to ask her out.
Yeah, I'll read the question. You can answer it because you have. He's one of those guys. He just naturally gets a yes every time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Chris, and I have trouble with girls. I have a lot of friends who are girls, but there's some that I want to be more than a friend. And I want to ask them out. The only problem is that I can't because I'm afraid of them denying me, say rejected, right?
Yeah.
And then having awkward feelings between us. So he wants to know how to ask them out, but if they don't want to go out, how do they keep going after that, right? So the bottom line is, how do I pick up girls? And if the girl I want to date is a friend, how do I ask her out on a date without having weird feelings?
He just wants to have the cake, eat it, and all that good stuff. Okay, guys, very simple. It's very, very normal to be nervous. Guys, you know, teenagers, grown-ups, early 20s, they're all nervous. Many guys are nervous talking to girls. Hell, many girls are nervous talking to guys. It's okay to be nervous, but here's the thing. A good way to get over the nervousness, a good, simple way to get over the nervousness. It's okay to be concerned or... If she says no, it's okay. And you know what? Look at it this way. At any given time, when you want a girl to go out with you, there's like maybe at least a 50% chance she'll say no. You can be the hottest guy in the world, and there's a 50% chance she'll say no.
For whatever reason. You know, if she's really young, if she's still in high school, you know what? Maybe her parents don't let her date yet.
She may like girls.
She may actually like girls.
She may be in a relationship with a guy that she actually likes.
She may have other plans,
maybe
for real.